Okay. Well, hello there. So, welcome. Hello, my name is Kiana. I am many things, I guess. First of all, as you can see by the background that I have here, I have been teaching English to kids online with magic ears for the past year. Clearly, as you can see by the background that I have here, that things have been a little chaotic lately. I haven't been working with magic ears for the last month, just due to trying to survive in Germany. However, if you are looking to work for magic ears, I would not recommend having a background that looks this crusty. However, for the purposes of this video, and because I was lazy and just enjoyed having a background that looked colorful and bright despite the gray sadness that currently sat outside my window while I was filming this, I left it up. However, this is a pretty good example of what kind of background not to have. So if you are looking to work with magic ears, just, do better. I moved to Berlin, Germany in July of 2019, and then the global pandemic hit in March of this year. It got to Berlin in March. The mandates happened March 18th, and ever since, all of life I was living anyway was all put on hold. I came here to learn how to be an electronic music artist. It just sounds so crazy thinking about that now. So that's been quite the journey. A lot of education, a lot of really amazing dance floor experiences, and getting used to the culture here. However, as one of my favorite Korean pop bands says, life goes on, and I am currently living in a music studio because the housing situation in Berlin is not the best, especially in regards to what jobs pay versus how much rent really is, especially if you want to live on your own, which is something that I personally really need. I need to be able to live by myself. Maybe some people don't need that. In some places, I'm totally okay living with other people, but I need my own space, specifically in nature, where I can hear birds. This probably is just because of my own personal nature and the fact that that's how I grew up, going to sleep with the sound of crickets at night and waking up to the sound of birds. So I had a pretty great setup in this way. So I'm looking forward to having that sort of experience again. I'm looking forward to living with my dog, to contributing to a community. I've been traveling for the past 3 years now, across continents, and in many different cities. I've moved 23 different times in the last 3 years. I think that averages out to about once every 3 to 4 months, like 3.5. So, your girl really needs some housing and a place to just call home. I'm used to Europe now, I'm used to Germany, so I don't really want to experience the culture shock of returning back to the States or of finding like a nice paying English job maybe in Asia or something like this. So there is an energetic map that I like to follow, and if you are interested, you can check it out. It's called astro.com, and it's specifically Astro Click Travel. The energies for me in Berlin are very transcendental, however, not very rooted in reality. So this has helped a lot with my personal expansion and personal growth, but not so much with handling things like practical stuff, either with bureaucracy, housing, work that's not online in another country, or something like this. I would like to move either to the south of Germany. Actually, 100% I want to go south because it's warmer. I haven't checked out Hamburg yet, although Hamburg would be pretty nice. I would like to stay in Germany because I have my visa, which was very, very difficult to get, and I'm proud of myself for having that. And if I remain with German residency for the next 4 years, then I can apply for European citizenship. So I'm hoping by then I will be allowed to have dual citizenship, so I can have citizenship in the US and in Europe. That would be amazing. So this is my hope. I would love to have my dog here with me and just be in one place for a while, to kind of just like recover and heal my soul and like produce a bit more art, because that's the entire reason why I gave up so much goodness that I had back in California before I came to Berlin. I had beautiful friends, I had a great community, I had a loving boyfriend at the time who I loved very dearly, and I chose my life, I chose my journey and my path and my travels and my need to experience over all of those things, which kind of makes me really sad because I wish I could have both, but that is not the case. In Germany, there is a word called social Miete, and I've had to pay a pretty high social Miete to be here, and everyone does pay this to a certain degree. It looks different for everyone. For me, it's adjusting to cold weather, like even just seeing myself in a sweater and like wearing thick warm winter clothing, losing the community that I had, that I was starting to build, the familiarity, my language, my culture, even though I didn't really assimilate totally back into California after I came back from Brazil, so there's a whole thing there also. But I figured that, I was speaking with a friend of mine yesterday, and when I was 19, I really wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I made like my first video, and I think I just only showed my sister. I didn't post it and I didn't start a YouTube channel because I didn't want companies. This was right before I went to USC, the University of Southern California, to study policy planning and development. And at the time, YouTube wasn't really a thing in this sort of way. It was, but it wasn't so mainstream. I didn't want to have a YouTube channel because I didn't want potential employers, companies, or interview people to interview people. I didn't want it to prevent me from getting a corporate job. But then, fast forward 8 years and I still can't get a corporate job because I've been out traveling, and companies, they don't consider it to have as much weight as someone who's been working in that particular field for the same amount of time. So I still can't get a corporate job, and I don't have a YouTube channel until today. So we'll see what happens with everything. I don't really know what's going to happen necessarily, but I figured I could just vlog manifesting the kind of life that I want for myself, because at the moment, it's not where I want it. It's like there's pieces that exist, but it's not there yet. And my needs are constantly changing, but now it's a bit more stable that I need like a home. In a place I feel like I can call home. As far as physically, I feel like I can call this part of the planet home for now, and I really love that I'm here and can do that. So now it's just physically finding a home, so I kind of need to like get out of the energy of Berlin to get grounded a bit, so I'm hoping I can do that, and we'll be able to vlog during that. So good news, I was able to do this. I ended up traveling back to California, back to Southern California specifically, where I grew up, to visit family for 2 months. How lucky am I that I was even able to do that during the 2 worst months of winter in Berlin. I am very grateful I was able to do that, and I was able to vlog a bit also. This was filmed back in November, and I wanted to catch everybody up on exactly what had been happening, and also for myself, because when I was filming this, I had no idea what was going to happen next, and since it's been really great, so I have some more of that coming as well. So without further ado, welcome to the show. Oi, gente! Bienvenidos! Here we are. So, um, yeah, I will see you next time and we'll see what happens.